Alright, what's up guys? I'm back with another little practice session here. So the last video I shot of me practicing, I was working on feeling draws. I gave it about 5 or 6 days and kind of gave up on it. I played some pretty bad golf the last couple of rounds. Whether or not it's because I've just drilled in fade so much over the last few years, or just how I swing a fade has now become the better way for me to do it, I kind of don't care. I'm just going back to it. So I'm going to throw the hanger on pretty soon here. Hanger's the way to go, kind of my passive pull fade, but I'm just going to warm up here, aiming at that white sign. It's something like 80 yards. I haven't even shot it yet. I don't really care. Again, I'm kind of building feel. I'm gonna warm up a couple and then throw the hanger on and work on some passive pull fades. Again, I've spent some time trying to figure out, is it just pure mechanics why I hit the fade better right now, or is it if I just taught myself to do it so well that that's all my body knows? And I think that's more of what it is, but either way is what it is. So again, not too concerned with distance or anything. It's 80-ish yards. I'm gonna hit probably one more and then throw the hanger on here on my 54. So I'm hitting my fades. I get really weak with the grip. For me, really weak. It's still probably weaker than standard, but try to get it where the back left hand feels like it's the club face. And so what I'm trying to do is just passively pull the club face back of my left hand through the ball and rotate. Okay, let's throw the hanger on there. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know that I preach using the hanger, and really, I mean, I had the hanger sitting in my closet for months before I actually tried it and never talked about it because I just wouldn't promote something that I didn't actually believe in or use. And so once I actually started using the hanger, I realized it was just exactly what I like to feel when I'm hitting my pull fade. It's just a very flat left wrist, passive club face, no hands, no wrist hinge, no nothing. It's just basically use your body to move your arms and let your arms and wrists, hands just stay quiet, which is a really consistent way to play golf. So it just gets your wrist structure kind of how it needs to be so that it doesn't have to do anything and save it, you know, flip that face shot coming into the ball. So highly recommend the hanger. I've got the link in my link tree. Make sure if you guys want to check it out, go through that link. It helps me out. It's a great company. They give you money back for like first year. So if you guys get it and you don't like it, you can just get your money back. So it's a no-brainer really to try it. And like I said, I wouldn't tell you guys I just use something. I just don't use training aids ever except this one. So highly recommend it. But now that I've got the hanger on, and to be fair, it's been a few weeks since I've used it, it's probably gonna feel really weird here for the first couple. You can see immediately that ball kind of faded more than the others. First few were kind of straight. That was immediately more fadey. And there's a little wind up there, you know. You can see that flag on the right. It's blowing. Nothing crazy. Again, I really don't care too much where the ball goes or how far or anything. I just kind of want to get this fade feel back. Used to aiming a little left with my body and kind of pulling the handle through. It's crazy. I spent my whole golfing life hitting draws, and that felt comfortable. Push draws were all I know, and now all of a sudden it's just the opposite. Like, this feels so good to kind of, even though it's only 5 days, it feels good to go back to what I've been doing and get some good feels here. I'm starting to get a little loose here. It's like 6:30 p.m. too, so it's late in the day. Played a bunch of tennis. Body's tired, but I just couldn't help but come out and get a little work in, and figured this would be a fun little YouTube video. I'm wanting to start to kind of vlog my practices more and go into more in depth on what I'm working on. So I'm trying to get my stance a little wider, a little more solid. It feels squatty, but I just want to keep my lower body stable. But for me, the reason I think the draw didn't feel good either is because I've really learned to be passive with my hands, you know, where I don't have the flip of the wrist, flick, I don't have like roll, I don't have face rotation, and so that's a very good thing to not have that face rotation. But it's a very bad thing if you're trying to make the ball turn over unless you have a crazy bowed left wrist or really strong grip. And I might have a little bit of a bowed wrist sometimes, but it's not crazy, and especially when I hit draws, it's even less. So just kind of wasn't a good matchup for where my swings evolved to over the years and where I'm at. See, I've got a little bit of the right swing in right now because I've been hitting the draws. I've been kind of swinging out to the right to try to play that push draw. Now that I've got my grip weaker for the fades, I don't need to feel that out to the right. I need to go ahead and feel more kind of down around the corner, around my body, you know, left of the target. Not surprising, it's going a little right now. Basically either hitting it right at it or a little right. So the way to get it more left is just rotate more, get those hands working more left. Did a really bad job of it on the last one. Let's make sure I'm getting chest kind of going towards the target more, you know, rotating more. There we go. First ball left of the target. Again, adding rotation makes it go more left, so that's more what I want to feel. Let's see if I can go ahead and hit another one like that. More rotation, more chest rotation. Yeah, that's a perfect one there. You know, it might be weird to some people that I come and work on mechanics at such low speeds, or, you know, hitting 80-yard shot with my 54. I end up practicing a ton with my sand and gap wedge, really. And for me, it always just comes down to I can control the club at this low speed, right? So again, I didn't even shoot it, but it's like 80 yards to that white sign. It's not really a shot that I'm gonna go hit on the course a lot unless it's maybe, I don't know, 70 yards into a huge wind that I don't want a 60-degree spinning up like crazy, you know? I'm not gonna hit a bunch of 54s from 80, but this is the speed that I can really make the club do more or less and really feel what's going on, because the swing is just slower. I have more time during the swing to feel it. So that's just something I like to do. I like to work on it with these wedges, and I hit a lot of balls from 80 to 100 yards. And obviously you get the benefit of just getting good at those shots as well, so kind of a win-win. I really like that. It feels getting better and better on every shot. Again, y'all have seen I've got the little bit of a right miss. I wouldn't even call it a miss really, but I'm leaving it right if anything. And again, that's just from hitting draws, swing past getting right. When I'm hitting draws, the feel I like is like I'm hitting a home run over the first baseman's head, swinging out to right field. So now it's almost opposite. Now I feel like I'm swinging kind of, maybe not to the third baseman, but more towards the shortstop. Alright, so now I'm going to go to that red sign over there with that pin behind it. It's 92. A little bit more attention to where the ball goes. This is a little bit more of a realistic shot that I kind of would want to work on, you know, 92-yard shot with my 54 degree. But overall, anytime I'm practicing, like I said, my main goal is build in the feel and mechanics. I say mechanics, I mean my feel, you know, what I feel like the club's doing. But so that was almost exactly the same shot I was hitting before. Not 92, probably like 82, good 10 yards short. So not a good shot there as far as distance, but all I've hit today is those 78, 80 yard shots. So yeah, still a little short. That's weird. I wonder if that's into the wind a little bit. I felt like it should be getting there, at least closer than it is. So it's 92, maybe it's playing closer to 96. The wind feels off the left. Maybe it's all the tennis I played today. Maybe the body's just tired. But it's weird. That's 3 in a row that felt more or less what I wanted to do, especially those last two, and they're all short. So I do think we've got some wind in the face that I didn't feel or I can't feel. I've talked about it in TikToks before, but the iron range here, it's just a big circle, and so the wind is very, very swirly in this bowl. It's tough to judge, tough to feel. You know, I've got trees all behind me here, so if the wind's doing really anything out of the left, it's tough to feel. It's just one of the perks of having a place to hit your own balls and kind of get to learn how wind affects it, which is crazy. Wind will even affect the pitch shot, so definitely got to factor it in for all these full shots. A little bit of a weak strike. After all the draw work I put in, you know, the last week, I've got the end out path going right now. You know, it's gonna take a little bit of time to kind of get that path back to the left. Definitely getting under it a little bit too much, which is really what I'm trying to feel is like the exaggerated opposite of that, which is just gonna be very kind of tall over my left side, very chest closed, trying to get that path left. Let's really exaggerate one here. I'm trying to feel like it's just very chest over the left leg, chest going towards the target. Yeah, that's the feel. They're all short, but I'm thinking 92, and if it's playing more than 92, so be it. Again, I'm not literally trying to hit that sign necessarily. It almost feels a little lazy when I get stuck, kind of block it out right now. It's like, it's a little bit of like the body doesn't want to rotate, so it just kind of stands up, gets comfy, hands kind of go out to the right. So I'd like to be a little more, I guess, aggressive feeling, a little more active feeling with my, you know, with my torso, with my chest. It's almost like I'm hitting a very flighted punch cut, I think is the feel I'm trying to get here. I don't care if I spank this one over the pin, I'm gonna swing hard at this and get that aggression, get that chest aggression. Alright, so a couple drivers here to end the session. Even though it's a driver, I'm still going to swing it pretty easy just to control the motion like I am with these wedges. You're always going to give it gas on the course, so I don't really feel like I need to practice giving it speed. Not bad, a little rolly over, you know. Again, my hands have been trying to hit draws there for a minute. That's so close. Just a little under it, started straight and then peeled. That's so close to a good ball though, so close. To be fair though, very playable ball flight, you know. Maybe I just have to aim left side of the hole, start it where I'm aiming, fades off of it, you know. I'm practicing aiming at the building here. Maybe a perfect ball is starting at the building and fading. Fine, nothing wrong with that. God, I'm getting chewed up by bugs. That's nice right there. All right, well, I'm starting to get bit by bugs, so I'm gonna call it quits, head home for the night. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoy this kind of content behind the scenes of me practicing, getting ready for Q School. Again, I'm not signed up for Q School right now, so if you or anyone you know wants to help me chase my dream, try to get to the PGA Tour, let me know. Always open to, you know, talking through options, filling y'all in on the details of that, but not currently in Q School right now. Trying to get ready for it in case something happens and I get to try it again. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the content. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.